we're back with some more content. It's been a little while, I realise that, it's been a while, but we're back with some, as MKBHD would say, quarantine content for all. I'm gonna stop. So if you couldn't tell from the intro, we're basically going to be going on about the Astro A50s again. The last video I made, reviewing them, went down pretty well. I thought I'd like evolve that a bit more and actually show you how you can properly perfect these guys, customise them to exactly your liking, from literally the basics all the way down to the more nitty-gritty stuff about them. So yeah, if you want to customise your Astro A50s, this is how you do it. Now the first key thing about customizing them, which is probably like a basic thing, you don't really think you need to think about, but actually making sure they're comfortable for you and they fit on your head, like the actual physical headset itself. Because they've got an insane battery life, so you can be sitting playing with these for easily most of the whole day before you actually have to go to sleep, if you eventually do. But if they're not comfortable, then you won't want to sit for the entire battery life. You'll just not wear them because they're uncomfortable. I'll walk you through basically how I customize all these things, and basically the little notch there, I basically have it one notch literally down. There's like loads of lines you'll see on the side. Literally one notch down, and that fits my head. It doesn't like hurt too long after wearing it for long times. It doesn't fall off if I shake my head. I know that's a really minor thing, but I'm starting with that just because if you don't even get that part right, you won't ever want to enjoy any of the features. Like, if something's not comfortable to wear, you won't like the fact that it's a cool product or anything like that. Other than that, the other things you can customize, the actual ear cushions and the top head cushion do come out, so if you actually want to put the mod kit on, which costs about £35, I believe it was out of stock when I looked, but you can have leather versions if you like that sort of thing. I don't. Now the next thing I like to customize is literally the base station, the thing that connects the headset to whatever devices you've got plugged into it, consoles, PC, whatever it is. Now if you're just using it as normal, where you just literally connect it purely to your Xbox to talk with chat and hear game audio, or purely to your PlayStation the same way, then you can just set it up the exact same way it tells you in the booklet. Or the same for PC. Basically, you plug the mic USB into whichever one of those you're using at the time, switch the base station to it, play with that. Unless you want to have what I have, where I have Xbox audio going through this and my PC audio at the same time, which I've just realised my monitors are still on. Now for some people this may make no sense, because maybe you only talk on party chat on either Xbox or PlayStation, so there's literally no need to ever have PC audio, or you only exclusively on PC, so you don't actually have a console to pick. But if you have both and you want them, this is how it's done. You basically set it up as if it is going purely to the PC. So PC mode on the base station, plug the mic USB into the PC, port your headset and the mic if you're using that on there. But you also use the optical cable to go to your console. In my case, it's the Xbox, so that's how I get my game sound. And then there you go, PC and Xbox audio are mixed. You can now have your Spotify, YouTube video playing, something like that, or in what I use most of the time, my Discord, playing through my PC, where I talk to people, friends, etc. And then my game sound coming through my Xbox at the same time in the same headset. Obviously there's no real need to be doing this if you only talk on your exclusive console, like you only have party chat and you only talk on there on Xbox or PlayStation. And obviously it doesn't apply if you don't have a console. You probably can skip this part of the video because especially in this way, the mic on the actual side of the Astro A50 is not connected to your Xbox One, so you can't have in-game voice chat, you can't use party chat direct on your Xbox. You can, if you're on Windows, get the Xbox app and connect to party chat that way, which sort of work around, a bit skippy, but you know, it works. The mic is connected to your PC, everything is, except the game audio still just comes through. So the balance rocker on the side still does work exactly as it did, but instead of now having game audio and party chat audio, you now have game audio and PC audio, which PC audio might be your party chat. The same with the balance rocker applies though. The game sound, if you click it that way, the game sound gets louder relative. If you click it the other way, it gets quieter relative to PC audio. It's just not voice, but if you're used to the same thing, it's basically no different. It just replaces voice audio with PC audio. Now moving on, there is Dolby Atmos with the Astro A50 headset. Now, it only comes with the Xbox version as standard. You get 2 years free with it, which is a nice bonus. I mean, is it necessary though? That's the thing I'll get onto, but it comes with it, which is quite nice. As to actually customizing it, I don't customize too much with it at all. I have it only on my Xbox. I do have it on my PC, as you get to use it on both at the same time. Don't really use it on my PC, and on my Xbox, I just set it exclusively to game mode and leave it there all the time. I only play games on my Xbox, so I don't want that to be enhanced in any way, and I can sort of just tell a difference between it and standard, but to be honest, standard is so much of a big jump for me from my last headset that the difference between that and Dolby Atmos is very, very negligible, and especially for gamers to support it, it makes no difference at all, but it does help a little bit. It's not a game changer in any way, so PlayStation users, you really aren't missing out, and hence why I don't have anything to customize with it. You can customize your own settings for like EQ settings within Dolby Atmos if you want. That will probably give it a difference. I don't, so I don't notice anything. But yeah, it's there if you need it. Now the final major thing that everyone wants to be customizing with this, obviously nothing to do with the buttons on the side or the volume rocker, is on your computer / Mac It's the Astro Command Center. When you have it connected to your PC, that is where you can basically edit a lot of things. But the main thing you actually want to be editing are the EQ settings. And there is the audio balance thing, which is the rocker thing on the side. You can manually adjust it there, but there's no real point to it because you can really customize it pretty much normally on the side. And if you adjust it anywhere on the headset or on the computer, when you turn it off, it resets to 50-50. Just adjust that on the fly when you need it. The EQ presets, I'm pretty certain a lot of Astro users probably stand by as like how they actually make them good. They probably would say without them, they're horrible. But to me, to be honest, for a longest time, I didn't change any of the standard ones they give you. The ones I had were the standard Astro setting, which was general for most things that you could use. Then there was the Pro setting, which was for gaming, which basically boosted all the highs, took out a lot of the bass, made you so you can hear footsteps. Pretty key. And then the studio version, which was just flat everywhere for exactly however you want to hear something, or if you're editing a video, which is still what I use that mode for. Now, like I just said, I still do use the studio mode, which is my third. I still use the pro mode because I don't want to adjust that, and I think it's perfect for my gaming stuff when I'm trying quite hard. The only one I've actually recently adjusted, which I've been testing for a bit, is my first setting, which is mainly for media. For one I want to listen to music to, watch YouTube videos, or play general games that I'm not trying to like get the best audio to hear footsteps. I'm just trying to experience it as best as I can. And for me, I'm a bass heavy guy. I like having not a lot of bass that it destroys audio, but I just want some bass. I'm not really good at customizing them myself, so you won't find any of these being actually my preset ones. I'll show them on the screen, but the new one that I actually started using for media, etc., I found in this video, I'll link it in the description. I think it's so far pretty much my perfect one for media. I'll let you know if I change it anytime in the description, but it's got a bit of added bass, and other than that, it doesn't really change anything. It just sounds good most of the time. Especially for this bit. I mean, the whole video is basically got the same theme, but none of these things are the correct, exact way you should be using them, especially the EQ presets. That's purely all down to you. But I find these videos helpful because it actually gives you a good starting point. So if you want to use any of these presets, example, if you want to use any of the settings before, or how to set it up with your Xbox, etc., it's a good starting point to try it out if you've never done it. You just want to change it up a bit. You want to make it sound best it can or feel the best it can. And now that's it. That is how I run my Astro A50s pretty much. They've been running perfectly for 4 months or so. I think maybe 5 months coming up soon. They work fine. Battery life is still fine. All the stuff I said in the review is pretty much still accurate. And that is how I customized them to make them a little bit better, but not too much has changed from the stock. But more people might go way, way more than that. Obviously, this is a good starting point, I guess. Go wherever you want with them. Make them as good as you can for yourself. But yeah, I hope that's helped in any single way possible. But that's it. Now let me know in the comments if you've got any other ways you actually set up your Astro A50s, especially if you have any other EQ presets. I'm pretty certain that will help a lot of people. Probably even me, because I'm down to change some. Like I said, I still use 2 of the stock ones for Pro and Studio. My media one is custom, but if you think there's a better one that I might enjoy, or that you personally just enjoy, we'll all be happy to hear it, and yeah, you might help someone else out with where they want to start with their Astro 50s. But with that, that is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, let me know any other things you want me to talk about in the Astro 50s, because obviously I've used them for a bit now, and I'm happy to make another video if there's something that you guys desperately want to know, or want me to test, something like that. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.